Welcome back. So it's overcast. It's probably going to be that way at least through Saturday. The rain will only get heavier from here. It's rather light at this moment. A lot of low to mid 70s out there, a couple less in the upper 70s. But as you can see, pretty light rain just around much of the region. The northeastern counties really haven't gotten hit yet. In fact, we haven't really seen much in Macon even up to this point. But there's plenty of it off to the southwest. I know it looks a lot heavier. It actually isn't. It might be slightly heavier off to our south. But at this moment in time, not really that much heavier. You get the U.S. radar. I was like, why does it suddenly look so much lighter? Well, when I've got one single radar, as you get further away from that radar, you're looking higher up into the sky. So that's why you're seeing more pronounced rain amounts. That's not what we're actually seeing at the surface. Now, obviously, this is a decently large storm. We've seen bigger, but it's Category 2 making landfall now, so weakening should begin here shortly. And we're mainly just expecting showers overnight. But you can see some pretty intense storm activity just to the south of the Panhandle of Florida over the Gulf. And then we're also tracking some storms in eastern Louisiana towards Mississippi. Those where the severe ones can be. More on that later. 68 for our low tonight. Showers as things remain overcast and also pretty breezy. Gusts will be over 20 miles per hour across the entire region by tomorrow morning. So a couple low 70s. Most of us are in the upper 60s. Nothing too crazy. Pretty seasonal, if not a little above average. But as for Francine, not going to remain a hurricane too much longer. Should become a storm again after midnight tonight and then a depression by tomorrow afternoon. But it will eventually shift into a regular low pressure system. Then on top of Francine, we've got Area C here, right? That's what we designated this. And it could become a depression, 30% chance next 7 days. But even if it doesn't, it will still impact our weather to a degree. More on that a little later. I'm not too focused on A or B right here. Hey, Aaron, what happened to the big B spot that was out in the middle of the ocean? Glad you asked. It has a designation now. Tropical Depression 7, likely to become Tropical Storm Gordon within the next 24 hours. Currently not forecast to become a hurricane, but most certainly will want to monitor it as it continues to move west. So, as for us, what do we got? Some showers for tonight and into tomorrow. Nothing concerning early on. Now, as we get into tomorrow afternoon, most of the concerns will be in Alabama, but some of that will be along the state line and into the western counties. So we will see a little bit of more intense storm activity, but Friday is most certainly when we are expecting the highest potential there. And then a stationary front pattern kind of setting up in the weekend will keep things wet and cloudy for the foreseeable future. If you saw a low popping up off to the east, that is Area C, and like I said, even if it isn't named or designated, still could bring us some cloud cover, some rain. So through tonight, just showers. Let's go ahead and get into tomorrow, okay? We're starting to see a few storms here. Probably not going to be much of a severe risk with these, but as you get further west, you see the storms a little more organized and detailed. So I think our risk could rise a little more as we get into the evening tomorrow for some of the western counties, but you can definitely tell where those more defined storms are. They're staying mainly in Alabama. It's Friday that comes to our region. So the concern is brief spin-up tornadoes. Obviously, there's going to be a few wind gusts here and there, but this is not a straight line wind setup, and when we're talking tropics, there's never a concern for hail. So brief spin-up tornadoes Friday afternoon and evening will be our primary concern with the system in terms of actual hazards. And yeah, that's going to be during the window for those football games. So even if they aren't producing tornadoes, there will be lightning and thunder. That is rather hazardous. So again, level 1 for some of our western counties tomorrow, but on Friday, we're all in the level 1 risk. We'll check out your extended forecast in 10 seconds. Your 41 NBC AccuWeather 7-day forecast is brought to you by Volume Chevrolet. So between the next 2 days, we're all going to see rain. I know you're probably wondering, hey, where are the rain totals? I posted an article online where you can look at some of the predicted rain totals. Obviously, I'm sure they'll update in the coming days what they are now. Over the weekend, still a lot up in the air there, but with it being a stationary front, yeah, I expect rain to linger. And next week, who knows?